but in Talk and Talk, we believe we can learn together, sharing our own experience. All right. So, Michaele, we are live on YouTube. Can you start introducing yourself, saying, I don't know, talking a little bit about you and just for starting, please?
Okay. I'm Kaeli. I'm 29 years old. I live in Goiânia, Goiás with my husband and my two cats. I work as a study coordinator of clinical trials and I am a PhD student too. I study about health science. Um, I started here in TalkNTalk in January of this year to improve my English. I like to read books, watch series, movies. I like stay at home. I like sleep a lot. I think it's that.
All right. And I couldn't understand what you do for a living. I know you are studying to a PhD, but I didn't understand the field.
I have a half-part job in clinical trials, like
All
research.
right. All right. I got it. Thank you. Good morning, Gislaine. How are you?
Good morning, Carlos. Good morning, Machielli. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
All right. So I was explaining to Michael. All right, someone is knocking the door. I was explaining. Actually, I will waiting for Ricardo join us. Before that, can you introduce yourself, Gislaine, please? Talk a little bit about
Yes.
you.
Yes, of course. My name is Islane. I'm 4 years old. I grew up São Paulo. I graduated in civil engineer. I did some course construction, like supervision, and everything about drywall, everything I studying also about construction material. I have been married 14 years and I work in construction. I have my business, my own business. I renovated house, some repairs too. In my free time, I like to watching cartoon. What else? Sometimes I go out with house my friend, and that's it about me. I have been studying English like 4 years, but just grammar, And now I need to practice my English to talk. That's why I stay here. And I live in United States. Yeah, that's it about
All
me.
right. That's awesome. Actually, I couldn't say you are a civil engineer, you said. All right.
Yes.
I probably will guess you like books, like if you work in a library or in a bookshop, because you are using books at the background. But it was interesting. I couldn't guess you work with this. Congrats, you got me.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Carlos.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you as well. So let's go with you, Ricardo. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, guys. I'm sorry for my late. My name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, first year for Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter. Well, I'm here insisting on this goal, learn English. That's it.
All right.
My
Thank you.
voice is not so good.
No problem. I know you, Ricardo. I remember your voice.
Yeah.
You already got some immersion with me. All right. So
Yeah.
probably no one will join us, so I can explain again. I was saying to Michael, I'm replacing the host of this immersion, Tamara. All right. Usually I had my own immersion 7 a.m. So I finished my immersion and I jumped to this one. And I'm a student just like you guys, all right? I'm not a teacher, so my English is not perfect. Please don't judge me, Ghislaine, because you live in USA. So my English is not perfect. I'm a student just like you, or I had my own imposter syndrome sometimes, you know. Even nowadays, I think I'm fluently in English. TalkNtalk helped me to get fluently. Actually, I work to a company located in USA, and I have calls and meetings every day in English. And TalkNtalk helped me with that. But sometimes we uh, think we are fake, you know. I don't know the reason, but this happens sometimes. Anyway, just as I said, I'm replacing the host of this immersion, but my name is Carlos. I work as a software engineer. I live in the south of Brazil. I never travel abroad, so all the experience that I had with English is just online. I had grammar courses like I don't remember someone say something about this, and but Talk and Talk helped me to get fluently. All right, go in English. So let's start with the conversation. All right, let me share the questions again because Ricardo join us later, and then we can start. So we already introduced ourselves. Let's go to the question number two. Ricardo, can you start reading the question number two to us, please, and start answering?
Sure. What book, movie, or TV show has had a profound impact on you and why? Mm, I don't know. It's hard to choose just one. Uh, but I could mention uh, Jules Verne's books uh, because I read when I was a child, and yeah, that's uh, a, a new word, and you think about some situations that Jules Verne's book is old, so old, but uh, the perspective, the things, the imagination regarding the future is so incredible. Uh, and I could mention movie that I loved, both one, the I Robot, uh, Aldous Huxley, if you're not wrong, and the Minority Report. It sounds like a preview from the future in the different stuffs. uh, It's not exactly impact, because of the knowledge or the stuff, but that's a perspective. And I know, not I know, but I think that's so incredible. There are some people in our world that can get the information from the future and bring us. So that's wonderful, in my opinion. That's it.
All right, thank you, Ricardo. And what about you, Gislaine? What book, movie, or TV show makes some impact in your life?
Okay, Ricardo, I would like to talk to you about here. No, no, because I stay here, I speak better than you guys. You speak very well. I'm
Thank
sometimes I'm shy here because I know Michaela, she's speaking very well. And another Emerson, she's teaching me a lot of new words. Yes, Michaela, I remember you.
Yeah, I feel the
Mhm.
same. I feel the same. I remember Ricardo and Michael. I know them, and they are really good with in English.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I remember the two books are simple books. I don't know if you know, but I think The Little Prince is a famous. It's like because it's more easy for to read in English. And but another book, I don't know, you know, Who Moving My Cheese? Do you know? This is famous. This is famous. There is three characters, like mouse, but three, no, four. Sorry, four. It's a good move, the good read. There is a move too. There is a move too, but this book it's famous. Yeah, when I was in college in Brazil, my teacher, she's talking about this book, and I was curious, and I remember. Yes, and I got curious about this, and I read this book. It's a good, guys. Looking for there is
Uh,
four characters, a little mouse, like mouse, and I forgot the number. Another one, a two and two, a mouse and anãozinho, tipo anãozinho. And then they looking for about the cheese. Two, don't give up. Never. They all the time they looking for about this cheese. And two, another mouse, like he complain all the time, complain and each other. It's so nice story.
what's the name of the book?
Who moved my cheese?
That's interesting. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Gislaine. And what about
Thank
you?
you.
And what about you, Michaele?
Yeah, I'm thinking here about that. I think I don't have any specific movie or book that changed my life profound, but I think since when I was younger, I really enjoy science fiction entertainment in movies or books, and I love that. And I think that is changed my mind to be a scientist. I think it's very, that was very important in my childhood. And I think it's about that. I love it, science fiction, movies or books and entertainment at all. Nowadays I love too. So I think that's changed my mind when I was younger and uh, hence me uh, I don't know to be a scientist in future. But I will read the another question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it? For me, I think the transportation, I think, is the best super powerful. I don't like drive car or motorcycle. I hate drive. I don't have spend my time in traffic. I hate. And for me, I think the transportation will be the best superpower, and the useful for travel. I think is very helpful in my life.
All right. Thank you, Michael. And sorry, but you didn't give me the opportunity to share about my favorite book, movie, or TV show. Anyway, I will answer the
Okay,
question
I'm
number
sorry.
two. No, no problem. Because I was remembering when I was younger, it was not the first book I read, but it was who changed the way I look to books. Uh, the book is called O Vampiro que Descobriu o Brasil, The Vampire Who Discovered Brazil. And I think it's a teenager story or a child story who goes since the discovery of Brazil until nowadays, close to 2000 or something like this. So each phase of Brazil, this vampire will tell about the Brazilian history with the empire and so on, the Portuguese empire and so on, in the vampire perspective, because he never died. And it was a really good history because I like about Brazilian history, and this book teach me to love books. And actually, when later then I read this book, a teacher gave me this book, and I start to read. I become to love by books, and I spend a lot of time in library. I think the same image background that Gislaine is using. I spend all my afternoon in a library reading Barça. Do you know Barça? I don't know if you are older enough to know Barça, but it's kind of Wikipedia in a book. You know, you can read about everything in a book. It's kind of Wikipedia in a book, and I discover I like to read with this book, and it was who changed. And when I was a teenager, my dream is had a bookshelf completely covered by books I read in my life. I still not get. I have a bookshelf with something close to 50 books, but it's not the entire wall yet. Anyway, that's kind of book who change or make a impact in my life. And let's continue with the question number 3. Since you already start, Michele, I have to say I want the same power than you to teleport myself because I hate traffic. Traffic jam and so on. So if I could choose a superpower, probably will be teleportation. And what about you? Let me think. Ricardo, which kind of superpower did you have?
I thought, yes, I'm
Sorry?
sorry. I'm sorry. My voice is a little weird because I even know a kind of flu or something different.
No problem.
Uh,
I can understand you.
yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention uh, Vagalume collections. Huh?
Oh, that's
There is a
awesome.
lot of books. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
In the regarding question number 2, a superpower. I would like to have a powerful intelligence or smart to learn things immediately. For example, a pill heard from a movie. I forgot the name. A Bradley Cooper movie. I forgot. Or maybe I could. Uh, I don't know. Uh, Fly. That's a wonderful power. No? We could move to different place. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Ricardo. And what about you, Gislaine?
Carlos, the question is if I have a power.
Yeah, the
It's so
question number
correct?
3. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I don't like to see people crying. I don't like it. And then pen too is the same. I hate that. I think I would choose the power to heal. Yeah. I would help people who are sick or pain. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
Of course. If I have a opportunity to do that, I choose to hell. Yeah.
I think that make sense because you look like a funny girl, funny woman, I don't know, and seeing people in a well-being, it will be uh, something that close with what I'm seeing from you. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's bring the question number 4. Ghislaine, can you start reading the question number 4 to us and start answering, please?
For read or answer, I can.
You can read first and then you can answer.
Okay, let me look for here. You put it. Okay. What's your favorite way to relax and unwind after a long day? Ooh. I like to listen music, of course. And if this is correct, I think number 4,
Number
right?
4, exactly.
Okay, yes. Yes, I listen to music and they take you warm shower, of course. and a good coffee, but this is not coffee, but this health juice, health juice. And yeah, I love it watching cartoon too. I love it because I need to improve my English, and sometimes it's helped me a lot because it's more for me, make me happy and relax. I think, yeah.
Which cartoon do you like to watch?
There is a lot of here because here it's different in Brazil, you know. But yes, I share with another guys here in Talk Talk, and there is a lot of. But famous in Brazil, I can say Disney World. There is a lot of here.
All right, all right.
Because the TV here is different, Brazil, right? And here all role is English, and you can, yeah, there is Barbie here all the time.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I want to ask you, which time is it right now where you live?
Sorry, here
Yeah.
it is okay. I live in Missouri.
No, sorry. Which time I ask you? What
Sorry.
time is it? What time is it?
Sorry, in Brazil, I think 8. Here it's 6.
Okay, 2
Yes,
hours of
there
difference.
is 2 hours between between us. Yes.
My boss live in the West Coast, I think. So it's 4 hour difference. So right now it's 4 a.m. in there.
Ooh.
Anyway, so you are drinking a health juice. That's why I asked this, because probably will be earlier than Brazil. All right.
2 hours just.
So, and what about you, Michaele? Question number 4. What do you like to do to relax after a long day? Doing research and so on.
I like watching my favorite series, like a comfort series. My husband gave me a projector, and I like to close out my room and be a very school. I don't remember. And I like to watch many episodes of my favorite series is Gilmore Girls, is the very old series here in Brazil. So I like to do that. And next I like to sleep. Watch series and sleep. For me, it's the best way to relax.
Keep the room dark and watching a TV or a TV show or something like this, and later sleep. I think it's something everyone does nowadays. Probably, I'm used the cell phone because I like to watch in the bedroom. And actually, yesterday I said to myself, I will not go to bedroom anymore with my cell phone in my hand because I go to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. just watching, and that's not healthy, I think.
Yes, it's difficult.
Yeah, but if you have a projector, probably will be easier to you to manage this, or maybe you will sleep watching. I don't know. All right, let's go with you, Ricardo. Question number 4. What do you think? Ricardo, are you there?
I'm sorry. I love, like Mikhail told, keep it in my house just to relax and watch a, a good movie or TV show. But sometimes it's, I don't know, sound like the time move forward in the I don't really enjoy. Sometimes I love, I confess, but I prefer. It's the time is the same, but it's just a sensation. For example, going the different place, a party, or just a meeting with my friends and family. I believe that's uh, sharing information conversation and eat a nice food for me is the best way to relax. That's it.
All right. Thank you. Uh, it's a good way to relax, I think. Let me start with the question number 5. I will start reading. If you could meet sorry, if you could meet your future self, what advice would you give to your present self? Oh, if you could meet your future self, what advice would you give to your present self? That's difficult to answer. Probably if I was going back to the past, I would say to myself in 2020, sorry, 2010, I think, to buy Bitcoin because I will be rich right now. But actually, I discovered Bitcoin at that time because I work with fixing computers, and I know a guy here in my city who have dozens and dozens of computer, and he was mining Bitcoin at that time. And he tried to explain me how much money I could make if I invest doing that because I understand a computer. But at that time was so fucking strange to me how a computer can make money. It's kind of too weird to me. Because I just fixed computer and I didn't understand completely about software engineering and so on. And after when I joined the college, sorry, the university, the college, yeah, and I start to understanding about those fundamentals. I start to understand I could make a lot of money. Anyway, if I could travel to the past, probably it will be the advice I give to myself. And I cannot guess what kind of advice I will give to myself if I go from the future to right now, because I didn't have in there yet. So probably if I go to the past, I will say to bought Bitcoins. I think. I don't know. Probably. And what about you, Ricardo? Question number 5. What do you think?
Uh, I remember a move. Uh, I I don't remember the name. Dennis Quaid and the Jim Caviezel. Uh, there is a kind of uh, the same event occurs in the past and the future, and the
Mm.
guys talk each other, the man and your son. And I remember the guy, uh, the father, on the past, tell it for a nephew, a grandchildren, I believe, buy buy Yahoo. So that time,
Mm.
Yahoo is a big company. Today, not so much, but I could mention different things, Bitcoin or Google, I don't know.
Some
But yeah, but I believe that is maybe if you suggest for myself in the past, could you tell me, oh, study harder? It's a good advice in the possible to assume in my when I was younger. So that's why that's nice.
That's a good advice for sure. And what about you, Gislaine?
Wow, nice, Ricardo. About me, I think I would like to say, don't be afraid, of course. Don't make mistake because sometimes here it's hard for me because I need to looking for to buy a house here, for remodeling, and sometimes, but I would like to say that. trusting yourself more. Keep going, keep going, keep doing, don't stop. Yes, yeah. These journeys, I think it was very good. I would like to say that, yeah, because I enjoy my life now, but sometimes I feel afraid because investment, when I you share with us about the Bitcoin, I have Bitcoin too, and then sometimes, yeah, your money, your time, yeah,
Yes.
nice.
All right. All right. Thank you, Gislaine.
Thank
And what
you.
about you, Michaeli?
That is a very difficult question. Uh, I think if I went back to the past, I think I would tell myself to take more care of myself, my
Mhm.
health, enjoy myself more, travel more. But uh, I wouldn't change anything significant because I would want to cause a paradox. So I really like to travel the moves about the travel time. So I like to avoid paradox in my life.
All right. You don't want to create another universe in the multiverse.
Yes, something like that.
All right. That makes sense. Thank you. Let's go jump to the question number 6. Ricardo, can you start to us, please?
Sure. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why? Mm, It's a tough question because I could be a lot of them, but maybe I mention Ricky Astley, a singer. It's nice, no? Just for a day. Particularly the old ones, no? The 80s, 90s. I, I don't know. Is uh, that's a nice uh, situation if you just one day, no? Check how to should be a famous person and have a great talent. That's nice.
That makes sense. Thank you, Ricardo. And what about you, Gislaine?
Carlos, this is hard to say that. It's so hard.
I didn't prepare the
This
questions. I'm just replacing the host, you know?
Not your fault.
Yeah.
uh, um, I think Jesus.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes, I think Jesus. Yeah, I would like to sing, and I would like to look like sing the her too. And I have a lot of questions for doing for him. Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. As you mentioned, you want to heal people, you know? Jesus did this a lot, so uh, you could achieve two things at the same time, you know? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, because if I have an opportunity, I would like to stay with him just one day. Yes, of course.
yeah, but uh, that makes sense. But if you could replace or switching your life with
Mm-hmm.
someone, you will choose Jesus to
Of
heal
course.
people. Yeah, that's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, this make me get shy, you know, because I'm a Christian and I didn't think about Jesus until you answered this. So now I have to answer the same, you know. If I could switch with someone, probably I had to say Jesus, but I was thinking, and actually, I didn't find anyone who I want to switch because I like my life, you know. I was thinking maybe switching with my wife, and but I will not like to live with me, because my wife always say I'm a boring guy sometimes, so switching with my wife will be not so funny as I think. So I was thinking, oh, there is no one who I want to switch, but since you bring Jesus to the table, I probably choose him. I don't know. All right. Let's go with the question number 7. Gislaine, can you answer this one? Sorry. Michael, did you answer the question number 6?
No.
Sorry, I was
No, it's fine.
skipping you. Sorry.
Okay. For me, in my case, I could be a millionaire who likes to help other people. I think I would use that money very well. But I don't know who exactly. I need to think more. But I think I could be a millionaire.
That's useful, I think.
Yeah.
If I could switch to someone, you give me a good idea. I could switch with a millionaire and do pics to myself, because it will be only one day. And when I go back to my own
Every
body,
day.
I will be rich.
Yes.
And I will not robbering anyone because I was that guy who made the pics. So I will not robbering anyone, I think. Uh, I don't know. It's a question to ethic team, É uma questão de ética, and we could discuss this, I think, maybe. But you give me a good idea. Let's go to the question number 7. Gislaine, sorry, Michael, can you start with the question number 7, please?
Okay. What's a challenge you overcome that has made you stronger? I don't know. I always try to be out of my comfort zone. So I think when I choose my job areas, I always try to be in a different way or a difficult way to to put me in different situations and made me more stronger. I think when I choose my PhD area, I think I overcome more stronger because it's a difficult subject that I know I never studied about. So I think it's about that. It's when I choose my PhD area.
All right. Thank you. And what about you, Gislaine?
For me, overcome my fear is speaking public. This is for me. It's also hard. Yeah. My legs. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my
And
gosh. Who helps me? Who remove me here?
and how did
Eh,
you? Sorry.
I sorry. Sorry, you can say that.
No, you ask what you did to overcome this fear?
Yeah, and because sometimes I need to talk and a lot of people and my like guys, my like how can I say English? One second. I'm looking for the word. And then because I have investor here, and then sometimes I have like co-workers, like he helps me a lot in this project, and sometimes I need to explain something. Yeah, and I think I made more confident now because I got I got good in my job, my in construction, and that's why I feel better for true speaking public.
All right, that makes sense. Actually, in another mention, I don't remember 1 or 2 weeks ago, we are talking about how confident you are when you have experience in what you are doing, you know? So if you don't have experience or lower level of experience, you get shy when you have to explain something to someone. And even if you got more experience, it will be easier to you talking about the subject you know. So that makes
I
sense.
agree. I agree totally. Yes.
All right. And what about you, Ricardo? Question number 7. What do you think?
Mm, I don't know. I believe that any kind of challenge that's wonderful when you overcome. Uh, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Maybe learn English would be a incredible challenge. I don't know. Sometimes it's so frustrating when you don't notice, really notice, uh, when you talk with a foreigner or that stuff. That's awful. But yeah, I believe that's the biggest challenge is persisting your goal. I believe that because is when you keep it on this path is the biggest challenge sometimes. Doesn't matter which challenge.
All right. Um, I had one challenge in my life when I was a teenager because I have a poor background, you know. So when I was at the high school, I need to work and make some money to pay my cursinho. I don't know how to say this in English. To do vestibular, you know. So I work at a bakery and I start working there 4 a.m. and I work in the bakery until 7 a.m. And then I got my bicycle and I go to the school, public school, and I study until 12 a.m. p.m. I don't remember how to say um meio-dia, you know.
No.
So no, all right. And I stud until this time, and I go back to the bakery, and I work from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. in the bakery again. And then I got my bicycle and I go uh 15 kilometers until the cursinho and instead to vestibular, and I go back to my house and I uh when I oh, that's hard to explain. So I keep in the cursinho from 7 p.m. until 11 uh 10 p.m. and then I got at my home close to 11 a.m. So I have just 5 or 4 hours of sleeping, and that was really tough to me, you know. It was a crazy period of my life. I didn't have time to sleep, and the bakery work from Sunday to Sunday, and when I get time I like to sleep uh, in that time. And I remember I was in a class in the cursinho, and that day I was so tired, and it was a Portuguese class, and I was sleeping in the chair, and the teacher started to say, using me as an example, saying, the guys who sleep during the class will not pass in the vestibular. So he will explain about vírgula, and he used me as an example. And thanks God, I passed in the vestibular, and I get the paper, and I show in his face, you know, I pass. You doesn't know nothing about me, and it was a victory to me because I was poor and I was working to pay the best cursinho in my city. So it was a lot of playboys, do you know, rich guys with their daddies paying for everything, and I just have money to pay the cursinho. I didn't have money to eat in the intervalos. So it was a challenge that I faced, and nowadays I have a better life, thanks God. And actually, I say thank you every day because nowadays I don't have to wake up early to face rain and I don't know, cold. I work at home and that's perfect to me. I don't want to cry. Anyway, let's go to a final question. All right. Question number 8. Let's start with you, Gislaine. Can you read the question number 8, please? We are getting close to the end of our conversation, but we have time to a final question. Go on, please.
Okay. 8. What is your favorite childhood memory? Right? I have a lot of course, because I have 8 siblings, 8 siblings. I love my brothers and my
8?
sister, and 8.
So you are 9 kids at same house?
8 with me.
Okay. Okay.
Now 8 with me, yeah. And I play outside all the time. Here it's so different. Here, the kids here, living here, just play inside, here. And in Brazil now, it's so different. I remember outside a lot. I play with my brothers, and it was so funny. I love it, and it was a fun and a free. Free because you don't think about it. Oh, you need to pay bills. And I remember, and when I was a play with my brothers, jockeying pole. This is old play. I don't know if you remember jockeying pole all the time. We play each other because 8 guys. It's 8. Yes, I love it too much. When I talk to them, I remember this all the time. They remember me all the time too. A lot of things, different things. But so nice. Yeah, I love it. My brothers, I love it. I have a big family in Brazil.
All right. That's a good memory, I think. And what about you, Ricardo?
My,
And
my
a nice childhood
yeah,
memory.
mm, I don't know. There are a lot of well, my childhood is was a different style, no? If you compare if nowadays, uh, the plays and the other stuff's different, né? We well, it's on that time is I don't know. Sometimes is the people used to say that ignorance is a blast. I don't know because you go to went to any kind of place and they don't think regarding uh, a violence and the other stuff. So sometimes I uh, walking in a mountain here from my house, and the sometimes it's a Saturday morning, and I reach the top of the mountain, uh, and the look around. That's a nice blow, and the that's sometimes I just watch the the view and talk with my friends. It's sometimes we talk a lot to each other. Oh, that's not, and suddenly we reached the top of the mountain and just there is a calm place and any person say said any words that's just enjoy. That's nice. I remember that day.
That's nice. Thank you for sharing. And what about you, Michaele?
In my case, it's hard to say because my memory is really bad. But I think it was the times I went to the movie rental stores to choose movies to watch with my parents. It's a tradition that started when I was child, and I think that's why I like watching watch movies and series so much. I think my mind associates it with a good time in my case.
All right. That's interesting. Thank you. Ricardo was talking about mountain, and I remember a good child memory I had. I was a Boy Scout. Do you know Boy Scout? Escoteiro.
Yeah.
And yeah, sempre alert. Anyway, and I remember the first time I go to camping, and it was wonderful to me. Getting around the fire at night, playing songs, and be in contact with nature. It was a really good memory that I had. Nowadays, I didn't do camping as I don't know for years, but it's something probably I want to do with my daughters when they get older a little bit more because my young daughter has 4 years old. She's 4 years old, so I think it's too soon to go camping. And yeah, that's a good memory that I had. All right, guys. So